On 18 February 1977, soldiers fatally assaulted Madam Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, mother of the musician Fela Kuti. Hello and welcome to Today in Nigerian History on Tarihi TV English. I'm Modi Rabiu Kodebi. Hundreds of soldiers burned down the Kalakuta Republic, the residence of the outspoken anti-government musician Fela Ransome Kuti, located in Surulere, Lagos State. During the attack, the soldiers threw his 76-year-old mother, Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, from an upstairs window. She sustained severe injuries, including fractures, and later died as a result of those injuries. Fela was a controversial musician who rose to prominence in Nigeria, especially between the 1960s and 1980s. He was widely known for his drug use and numerous sexual relationships, at one point marrying 27 women at the same time. Olufela Olusegun Oludotun Ransome Kuti was born in 1938 in Abeokuta, the present-day capital of Ogun State. His father, Israel Ransome Kuti, was a pastor and the principal of Abeokuta Grammar School. Fela was sent to England to study medicine, as his two elder brothers had done, but he changed course and studied music instead. He returned to Nigeria in 1963, playing high-life music, which was popular at the time. By 1969, after a visit to the United States, he developed a new musical style he called Afrobeat. In 1971, he opened a nightclub in Lagos called Afro Spot. After renouncing Christianity for traditional religion, he renamed the club Africa Shrine and declared his residence the Kalakuta Republic, presenting it as an independent territory where Nigerian laws did not apply. There, people lived freely without restrictions. Fela performed at the Africa Shrine from Friday to Sunday. His Friday performances, which he called Yabi's Night, usually began with satire directed at himself and his band members before turning his criticism toward the audience and government officials. Fela was known for attacking government policies through his music, often ridiculing those in power. As a result, the military regimes that ruled Nigeria viewed him as an opposition figure and repeatedly arrested and detained him. In 1976, he released a song titled Zombie, in which he mocked Nigerian soldiers as unthinking followers who obeyed orders without question. The song angered the federal government and it intensified efforts to silence him. Around this period, some of Fela's followers confronted a soldier in Lagos who had violated traffic regulations. They beat him, forcing him to flee and abandon his motorcycle, which they then set on fire. They beat him, forcing him to flee and abandon his motorcycle, which they then set on fire. On a day like this, 18 February 1977, hundreds of soldiers retaliated by storming and burning the Kalakuta Republic and arresting its occupants. Fela's mother, Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, was thrown from the window of her upstairs room. She suffered serious fractures and injuries and was later treated at Lagos University Teaching Hospital. She did not recover and died on 13 April 1978 as a result of the injuries sustained during the attack. Funmilayo Ransome Kuti's place in Nigerian history goes far beyond being Fela's mother. She was a prominent politician and a leading women's rights activist. In 1914, she became the first female student at Abeokuta Grammar School. She studied in England before marrying Fela's father, Reverend Israel Ransome Kuti, in 1925. In 1932, she founded the Abeokuta Ladies Club, which in 1946 metamorphosed into the Abeokuta Women's Union to include women from all social backgrounds, including those without Western education. In 1949, the organization became the Nigerian Women's Union, and in 1953, it evolved into the Federation of Nigerian Women's Societies. Through these platforms, Funmilayo led protests against the taxation of women, a struggle that eventually forced the Alaki of Abeokuta, Sir Ladapo Ademola II, into exile for 2 years and 4 months. She was also the only woman on the NCNC delegation led by Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe to London in 1947 for constitutional talks. While she sought to contest the 1959 House of Representatives election, her party, the NCNC, declined to endorse her. She then formed the Communist People's Party and contested under its platform, though she did not win. Despite this, she continued to campaign for women in northern Nigeria to be granted the right to vote, just as their counterparts in the south had been. Funmilayo Ransome Kuti was also the first woman to drive a car in Nigeria. It was this woman whom soldiers threw from the window of her son's house on 18 February 1977. After her death on 13 April 1978, Fela carried her coffin to the gates of Dodan Barracks, the seat of Nigeria's military government at the time. Soldiers guarding the premises assaulted him, but the incident sparked widespread controversy, prompting Head of State General Olusegun Obasanjo to publicly deny prior knowledge of the attack on Kalakuta Republic. In response, Fela released the songs Unknown Soldier and Coffin for Head of State. He later relocated to Ikeja, Lagos, where he continued his music and activism. During the military regime of General Muhammadu Buhari, Fela was imprisoned for 5 years on currency-related charges, although he was released after 3 years in prison by the succeeding government of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. He then released the song Beasts of No Nation, criticizing the war against indiscipline program of the Buhari administration. On 2 August 1987, Fela Kuti died from complications related to AIDS at the age of 58. More than 1 million people attended his funeral, which was held at Tafawa Balewa Square in Lagos. For more stories on the major events that shaped Nigeria's past, follow Tarihi TV English on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.